You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How are you doing, guys? My name is Stefan. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. But before we start, I just want to say that if you are SJWs, communist, Marxist, socialists, please exit the channel. This channel's not for you. It's only for American. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Twitter and get.ai. And on that note, let's start the show. On this episode, I want to discuss what I've read on the article on Zero Hedge. I'll link the article in the description below if you are interested. The article entitled, "A Hacker Just Found a Way to Turn Off Your Car Engine While You're Driving." Right. I just wanted to share this article with you guys because I find it intriguing how technologies could affect our lives without we even knowing, and it tells us how dependent we are, that we can't even escape modern technology everywhere, even on the basic things like driving. We need to have the best technology. But on that note, let's start the article, and I'll just let you guys know what my opinion on this. Okay, the articles go on saying a hacker goes by the name of LNM said he has hacked it into more than 1,000 of accounts belonging to user of GPS tracking apps, giving him the ability to monitor tens of thousands of vehicles and even turn off engine for some of them while they're in motions, according to Motherboard. Motherboard is an online news technology news blog, right? But let's continue. He has admitted to hacking into more than 7,000 track accounts and more than 20,000 ProTrack accounts, two apps that the company uses to monitor and manage fleet of vehicles through GPS tracking devices. He has hacked it vehicles worldwide, even in the country like South Africa, Morocco, India, and the Philippines. LNM reverse engineer the ProTrack and iTrack Android's app to find out that all the customer are given a default password of 12345. That is the worst password you could get. How's that a default password? Okay, but let's continue. When they sign up, after finding millions of users, the hacker then blasted them all with the default password. He wound up getting access to thousands of accounts as a result. According to sample of user data, LNM shared he has scrapped the information from ProTrack and iTrack customer, including name, a model of GPS tracking devices they use in their unique ID number. Unique ID number. Username, real name, phone number, email address, and physical address for user, including in a sample of LNM shared confirmed at the breach. So all these information, physical address, phone numbers, etc., all your data has been breached by this app, right? The hacker said, "My target was the company, not the customer. Customers are at risk because of the company. They need to make money and don't want to secure their customers." Most companies are like that. He continued, "I can absolutely make a big traffic problem all over the world. I have fully controlled hundreds of thousands of vehicles, and by one touch, I can stop these vehicles' engine." This is by one person. This one person has that much control over these vehicles, all right? But let's continue. The app has a feature to stop engines. According to the screenshot provided by the hacker, although he say he never had killed a car engine because he would, quote, be too dangerous. A representative for the maker of one of the hardware GPS tracking devices used by some of the user on ProTrack GPS iTrack confirmed that customer can turn off the engine remotely if the vehicle are going under 12 miles per hour. I'll get back on that idea, okay? If a app could turn off your car and the concept of computerizing cars, right? But let's continue on. Raheem Lachman, some guy, the owner of Probotic System of South Africa company that uses ProTrack, said that the feature, quote, that makes it more dangerous. He can actually mess around with our clients and customers. Protract denied the data breach in the oddly worded email response to media inquiry. Our system is working very well and change password is normal ways for account security like other systems. Any problems? There's a question mark. What's more? Why you contact our customer for this thing, which make them to receive these kinds of boring mails? Why hackers contact you? I think that's the guy's quote. Unquote. That should instill some client with confidence. Well, for what he said, that's what the article's saying. Let me reread this. Protract denied the data breach in an oddly worded email response to the media inquiry. The email goes to say, quote, our system is working very well and change a password is normal ways for account security like other system. Any problems? What more? Why you contact our customer for this thing, which make them to receive this email kind of boring mail? Why hacker contact you? Unquote. That's what the email said. All right. That's what the email said. That's the poorly worded response from this email. But let's continue. Protract denied the data breach in a... Wait, I just read that. All right. Meanwhile, L&M seemed to have successful helped both companies for ransom. When he asked Protract for a reward, they responded, if we pay you, you will give us the tools and will not hack our account again? Question mark. How can we make sure that about this? Sure, for too many questions. This is the first time we met these disasters. Unquote. The hacker said he, quote, got what he wanted from the company. L&M concluded they warned after attack, and that was successful for me. Let me read that again. L&M conclude they warned after my attack, and that was a success for me. To force them to take a care about security, they know now that their customers are at risk, so they focus on how to secure their service a little bit. All right, so basically, you can tell these bunch of hackers are from foreign countries, are not very proficient in English. I'm not saying I'm the best person to speak English, but the way they respond to email, you can tell these outside companies, right? But the point of the story is smart cars, right? Smart cars these days. This is why I'm hesitant to drive in a smart car. I rather prefer the conventional cars. Conventional combustion cars, all right, that doesn't have that much computers. I'm a big fan of classic cars, right? Classic cars are so simple to work on that don't have these all computers. This is why all these cars these days are so complicated to work on, because all these components, right? And what people don't know about these computer components, that, for example, this article just demonstrated that it could be hacked, right? Computer have this thing called ECU, right? It's an onboard computer system, right? Now, as cars get more advanced over the years, they get more modernized with computers, right? Now, what a computer is that with the right effort and the right tools, anybody could hack into a car, proven with this guy. Now, he didn't hack into the car personally. He hacked into the GPS. With the GPS, has full control of the car. The article just said that the GPS are able to shut down cars and start cars, right? And that's very dangerous, right? Because if with these technology, if it's fall under the wrong hand, anybody could tell a car to speed up. They could control the car, basically, right? And not just a outside entity like a hacker could do it, but what if to say the government could do it as well, right? The government could set these things up and drive your car and cause all these accidents, right? For example, I don't know, there's one story about this one reporter named, what's his name? David Hatchin or whatever it is. He's a reporter, right? That that was about to leak a very important story, right? Next thing you know, his car was caught on camera speeding at like 80 miles per hour on the street of Los Angeles, hitting the palm tree, right? Now, they didn't know what was going on. This car was going fast. He was driving a Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz are known to have a lot of computer components, right? And the theory is that somebody was controlling his car, hijacking his car. We don't know if it was an outside entity, government play a role, a hit job, or anything, but his car just crashed for no reason, right? And yeah, and that's one of the stories. I forgot what's the report name. It's a very prevalent reporter. He was on all these talk circuits. He was on Bill Maher, CNN, all this stuff, right? He was one of those reporters that's about to expose all the corruptions, right? Not Michael Hutchin. Is it Michael Hutchin? Something Hutchin. But if you know his names, leave a comment below. But anyway, this is just an example of what might happen. Like, if the car becomes so advanced, right, with the computer system, and people could hack it, that means anybody could control what you're doing, where you're going, right? Not just hackers, but government, the NSA, right? The NSA have these technologies. If you hadn't watched the movie, what's that one movie? Snowden, right? It shows you all this technology that the NSA could hack into your camera. They have this advanced software that can hack into cameras, into any homes, right? And listen to anybody's conversation. If they had the capability to do that, what make you think that they don't have the capability to hack into your car, right? This is why I'm a strong proponent of classic cars, simple made cars, right? Was easy to fix and easy, and it's not that easy to hack into, right? And all these cars, modernized cars these days, they're not worth what the money you're paying for. They're not built to last, right? They're built to break at a certain points. These cars that's being designed right now are awful cars, right? That's including Mercedes, BMWs, Lexus, Toyotas. They're not cars meant to last, right? They're cars meant to break down. This thing called planned obsolescence, right? But going back, maybe it's simpler to live more simple, not to have a lot of technology revolve around you, or you don't revolve around technology so much, because, you know, technology could be a bad thing and a good thing, you know, under the right circumstances, but yet again, don't depend on it so much. Clearly what this evidence is doing, that the hackers are trying to tell this company that, hey, your network is vulnerable and you're not keeping up to date, you're not protecting your customer. And by the way the company responded by the email, it seems like they're not very concerned about that. And I just want to let you guys know, you know, when you look for a car, try get. I'm not telling you what to drive, right? That's on you. But if I look for a car, I look for the most simplest car, right? But whatever floats your boat, you know. If you want a nice car, by all means, I'm not telling you what to go, but for my opinion, I don't usually buy new cars, right? I usually buy classic cars that's easy to work on, cars that have fewer computer components as possible, right? Because look, for example, what if you have an EMP attack, right? EMP attack stands for electronic magnetic pulse or something like that. You could let me know in the description. But an EMP attack is one of those electro attack that fry up computer circuits, right? When a country outside, like say Russia, do an EMP attack on us, on your areas, it controls your computers, and most of our lives revolve on computers already. So any electrical component that we have, it will be fried up and it will render useless. How are you able to survive if you're so dependent on these technologies? You have to learn how to not be so dependent on these technologies, right? Right? Buy cars that don't have that much computer, because the only car that will work during the EMP attack is cars that's simple mechanic, right? That don't have a onboard computer system where it's able to be fried up by an EMP attack. All right. So when you're prepping and when you look for a form of transportations, right, try to find a car that doesn't have that much onboard computer components, because during an EMP attack, this stuff might happen, right? And not only an EMP attack, the hacking attacks, people can control your car and make you drive through a wall, right? this is one idea I think. I'm not saying this allegedly. I'm not saying it's true, but I'm just saying that this is probably the reason why one of the technology that's being used by the Freemason or something. Now we're going deep in the deep ends right now, right? By the Freemasons, the secret society, to use these kind of technologies to quote unquote have people have accidents in their car when in actuality they're controlling the car to hit a wall, right? But I don't know. It might be true, might not be true. Look this up. But yeah, I want people to be aware of what they're surrounding themselves with computers these days. And these articles clearly prove the flaws of computers that people could hack into your car, right? If your car is so advanced, what makes you think people can't hack into your car, right? All these computer components. I'm still running on a regular 4-cylinder car, right? I'm fine with the car I have right now. I'm not planning to upgrade anytime soon. But yeah, I just want to make people aware of what their life is like. But let me know what you think about this article. Do you agree? Are you apprehensive about technologies in a car? Do you like autonomous vehicles, right? I'm kind of skeptical on that. Cars that drive for itself. I'm not ready for that yet. But let me know. Are you for this? Are you against this? But I don't know. I just want to let you guys know that I'm demonetized and I'm not sponsored by anybody. That means I'm not bound by anybody. I'm unscripted, unedited, unrehearsed. That means I can say whatever the heck I want, right? Do whatever I want. But if you like what I'm doing, please like, share, subscribe. And YouTube is trying to censor me heavily right now. I'm finding it difficult to upload videos. And because of that, I don't know. They probably think I'm a threat or something. But I don't know, guys. Thank you for listening to HighlyEvolvedPodcast. My name is Safan. I'll see you guys in the next broadcast. Peace.